girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done.
Hola gente, ¿cómo andan? Acá está Sayonara con Genshin. Vamos a hacer la misión principal, la línea de las misiones principales. Para aquel que no pueda, no haya llegado todavía al nivel de aventura o quiera verla antes. Acuérdense que habíamos quedado que teníamos una reunión con Ningguang. Qué raro estos. Esto, acuérdense que estos cristales, cuando vos hablas con el herrero de Monstado del Ishue, te marca 3 zonas en el mapa de cristales mágicos. Eso es diario, o sea, tenés que ir a hablar todos los días y se renuevan así, las zonitas así. Después vieron que nosotros tenemos un video de una ruta de cristales, que por ejemplo esta parte está en la ruta de cristales, así que no sé si respawnean al mismo tiempo o no. Bueno, más adelante lo veremos. Vamos a la cima. Bueno, a poquito. Estamos a nada, a un mes de que salga el nuevo mapa, así que... Ahí está.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is. Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Ok. Buscar una forma de llegar a la cámara. Ok.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thing. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes,
Bueno.
this must be the way.
Y con la trampa lo veremos. Ganando, madre.
It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
La jeva armada.
Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it. If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves. Alright, let's follow your plan. Oh, hang on a moment. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think...
Catalejo.
Oh, that's... Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to...
Ok. Mira, dame el cofre. Ok, no veo nada. Vamos a hacer el Ok, prefiero grandes.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a Millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Son tu vuelo.
Here they come.
Fate is upon you.
Hola, ¿bloquea esta criatura?
Retribution! To arms! Attack! Take this! Take the target alive! Who goes there? Attack!
Decided by destiny.
Retribution! Bested.
Listo.
Stop. What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liu Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liu Qixing.
Ah, mira.
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery. Even to the...
That was... Oh, so, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least...
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liu as...
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance.
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got still. This is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite... Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti, how surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed, If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Travel. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to...
Favor?
Sí, llega el regalo encima.
But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture.
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get... You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back... Well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
Ok. Gracias.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches.
Ok. ¿Cuál es la madera que quiere Paimon? Ok. Acá hay dos. Carga este árbol, hay un cofre. Para que no lo haya agarrado. Ahí.
Ooh, look at that slime. It looks crystal clear. Very delicious. That's the one.
No, casa.
Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance in... Huh? Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins over... Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked someone inside.
There's no end to
Delved
this.
into death. Odds revealed by...
Oh, yo quiero verla.
A hunter.
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will come. Don't say that. I only escaped this predicament because of you. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I often walk around these mountains in search of antique. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Before I knew it, is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it.
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh? And what might that?
do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use...
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry, we have... Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! I'm on sugar-frosted slime...
Vamos a la tienda. Miren allá. Estos puntos son nuevos también, son miradores o algo así. Entrada desbloqueada. No sé bien dónde es que se guardan, realmente no puse a verlo.
Hey there! A guy called Mung Dan told us that we could get a nice and
Uncle Mung already told me about it. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Mung. If anything were to happen to him, here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 140 years of history.
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow one other thing?
Sure, please help yourselves. As long
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime! Careful.
Oh yes, you might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as...
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into this box...
Julie's out of stock.
Lime glaciado. Ok, a ver, busca el guía de la cámara de Java. Vamos a la antigua.
According to Kuching, this is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber. Yes.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
Líbido terrenal.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were so...
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait, was Ver Goldet one of your people?
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours.
Wait.
At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the sky.
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstanding.
Entonces hacemos...
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Bueno, creo que ya todos sabemos quién es.
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Oh, posta. Bueno, viste. No hay ningún cofre, nada. No.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Va. No.
Be at ease, you two. Make your...
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play...
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
Aguante, Cachi. Te tiré ese vos, no.
Pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up, but after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, well, I must say that I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to... Indeed. It seems that you understood. I called for the gag order and for the exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of...
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends...
Of course.
Lyman's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices. Just imagine. How much more a whole untorn sheet? Let's grab one, the biggest one. Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's... La. Let's see... Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Sigil of permission, something, Fatui, research, copy. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really... Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust... That's way out of Paimon's league. Anyway, we'll see if you're... Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers.
Ok. Algo marcado con nieve. Creo que me diré más, tengo que adaptarla. Vamos con los Fatui.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
Ah, mira, objetos.
Let me scry. Wings of darkness, come, sever night. Let me written in the stars. Barbados, guide us.
Te Fatui el martillo, una rompepelota.
Odds reveal that.
Si no tenés hielo, no puedes comprar el escudo. Bueno, pero mucho más.
Delve into destiny. Wings of darkness, come, sever night. Shadows of fate, decided by destiny. There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. Paimon's seen this pattern before. But... Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of... Oh, that's right! Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the sigil of permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil of permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour. Let's go! Paimon hates me.
Vamos para allá. Y bueno, gente, vamos a dejar el video por acá. Ahora vamos a seguir la historia principal. Vamos a ir subiendo de a poquito con fecha de nuevas guías. Yo quiero armar una de Jin, que la tengo más o menos bien armada. Fish la quise armar, pero no me sale ningún objeto como la gente, así que la tengo ahí medio mala. Y bueno, yo seguiré subiendo de look también más adelante. Si bien tengo bono de daño de fuego y conjunto de gladiador, la idea es ponerle todo el de bruja carmesí a Diluc. Y por el momento la tengo con esta arma, que es la que mejor tenía con Chongyun. Y a Chongyun lo tengo con esta. Y lo dejé medio desnudo por ahí. Así que bueno, gente. Espero que les esté gustando la serie y cualquier cosa que necesiten o alguna guía de algo que pidan nada más y vamos a ver si podemos armarla. Nos estamos viendo. Chau, chau, chau.